Good evening and welcome to Bedtime Stories. Tonight this is the finale, the fourth season finale of Bedtime Stories, where I'll be reviewing the last chapter, the 18th chapter of Caught Up Loving a Trill 1-3. And it's pretty good. I can't wait to get into telling you all about it. Okay, it is, I want you to know before I even go any further that this was supposed to be the last book, but the author wrote a fourth book, which will start season 5 of Bedtime Stories with Caught Up Loving a Trill 1-4. Now, with that said, church announcements, okay? The new season and season 5 of Bedtime Stories will no longer be live. It will no longer be live. It will all be pre-recorded. Well, for the finale, we have to have a finale bedtime cocktail. Okay, so let's get into it. Now, the bedtime cocktail for tonight is going to be a honey margarita. You say honey? That's right, honey. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Honey, I needed honey. Okay, so I did this because I ain't no simple syrup. So I tried using honey instead of simple syrup, and it turned out amazing. Totally amazing. I was going to garnish it with some cherries, but I've already got started, so I'm not stopping for none of you. Because it is good all by itself, no garnish. Okay, so I have here the very reasonably priced here in Atlanta, this Montezuma tequila. The white tequila. It is imported from Mexico. Of course, all tequila is imported from Mexico. FYI, just want to let you know. It's not tequila if it is made anywhere else. So I got this very, very cheap tequila. It's just cheap tequila. As you can see, I've already started working on it. That's how I know that this is a delicious drink. So we're going to get a shaker. I get a cobble shaker. I don't have the, what they call it, the Hawthorne shaker. I don't have that. I have the cobble shaker. So with that, we're going to start with 2 jiggers, which is about 2 ounces of tequila. And we're going to measure that. Loosely measure it, I guess. The honey is definitely going to be loosely measured, honey. 1. And you can tell I don't have the bartender hands. Okay. They know how to do all that. Real bartenders know how to do it without using the jigger. Okay. All right. Okay. So then I picked up the lemon juice, but I'm not going to do that first. This one is going to be a loose. It's going to be about 1 ounce worth of honey. I'm going to put into my shaker. Now, if I wasn't on camera, I would have licked that top because this is honey. The only ones using this honey is me. And I am using wildflower honey from the Sweetwater honey farm. Can you see that there? Okay. Wildflower honey. It is pure honey. It is pure raw honey. Okay. If you're gonna get it, you might as well get it raw. Hello. Ooh, it's sticky. Okay, now I brought my bartender spoon, and I like to stir up just a little bit because it doesn't, honey doesn't blend as easily as simple syrup does in your drink. So basically this honey margarita is made the same way you would make a regular margarita. And instead of using simple syrup, you're using honey. Okay, so that mixes it up well. The alcohol really kind of helps it mix it up. Because it's just me. You know what the funny thing is? Now we're going to get some lemon juice. I'm going to tell you what the funny thing is after I pour 1 jigger of lemon juice into my 1 jigger or 1 ounce of lemon juice into my mixer. There we go. I don't have to stir it up because the lemon juice mixes well. And then I got some ice. The funny thing I found out with making this drink is I did not wake up with a hangover at all. It has something, I'm pretty sure it has something to do with the agave that tequila is made of, and the honey, because both agave and honey is not heavy sugar. So those, even though your body still processes it as a sugar, it is a slow rise in your sugar, in your body sugar. It's a slow rise. It's not a high, a sugar high and then a crash. It's a slow rise and then a slow. And all I know is I noticed that I just was going to sleep. So if I go to sleep on y'all, don't just, hey, sister girl, don't. Yeah, y'all won't share it. The internet don't have no friends. So we're going to shake this up until the shaker is really cold on my hand. And it doesn't take much for you to shake it. If you want to give it a good shake. And as you can see, it's frozen. It's really, really cold to the touch. That's how you know it's time you can stop. Also, I learned that putting ice in your shaker is what causes the seal. Try to do a dry shake and it's going to, you can't really shake it hard. Now, once you have shaken up your mixture, you pour it into a margarita glass. For me, I got a wine glass because that's what I got. And voila, a honey margarita. Okay, so Caught Up Loving a Trill one, you can get it on MichelleElaineBooks.com, and I'll give you more at the end of the show. Okay, so notes. I did y'all right this time. I got notes. And one day I'm going to have me a whole nother screen where I'm going to be reading from a teleprompter type thing and tell you how it is. So, because I'll be reading, I'm going to put my glasses on, which I need another pair of glasses. Lord knows I need another pair of glasses. Do I have? I do not like using the cloth. I like using my facial tissue for my glasses. I know it's not the best. They say all the blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Facial tissue. Okay, old school. Okay, let's get into it. Chapter 18. So let me give you a little bit of refresher on what happened in chapter 17, at the end of chapter 17, or a little just backstory on what led into chapter 18. Okay, so just a refresher on chapter 17, Scar kills his cousin Pablo. Tyson is in a blind rage. He's mad at Toy, and he decides he wants to take all his anger out on Toy instead of taking accountability for the that he was the reason why this all went down. Okay. He sees Toy and Saint together, and after dropping off the girl, now he's mad because you have that new ninja around my children. So he's all mad because his whole plan of getting his power and his money back blew up in his face. Okay, so he's basically sitting in her garage stalking her so that he can take his anger out on her. I'm sorry, I'm kicking this cord over because I don't like the feel of it under my feet. And so he's sitting in the garage stalking, waiting for her to come in. He sees her and Saint together. Now he mad because she ain't got the new ninja around his baby girls. Okay. And so he goes in, he finds a way to get up to her floor, behind her, and basically force his way into the apartment. And now he's going off on her and he attacks her. Zeus kills Tyson. Toy is, like thankful and shocked, and this, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot, for her. And so we end with Zeus being the one that ended up having to kill Tyson because he is attacking her. He has his hands around her throat, banging her up against the refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? So that's where chapter 17 ends. The first scene of chapter 18, we have Toy pulling into her, parking at her favorite brunch spot that her and her girlfriends and her old heifer friend Therese used to go to, and she enjoyed going there. So she's parked there. She's on the phone with Scar, and Scar is basically telling her, "Thank you. I didn't intend for you to get this much involved. When I asked you back when Tyson originally went to help out with the business in Atlanta, didn't expect you to be as good as you were. You can stay on if you want, but if not, I understand." And so she said she opted out. Like, nah, I need to get back to take care of my children. My daughters have been through a lot lately with the Tyson going to jail, and then now losing their father and moves and all this stuff they've dealt with a lot. So me and my daughters really just need to heal. And he understands that, okay. But then Scar solicited Toy's opinion. And I like that, and I use the word that the author used in a book, that she was surprised that Scar was soliciting her opinions on how what to do with Saint. Is he I can keep him there, even though I want him to come back to Texas and be my right hand like he always was. I know, basically he was saying, I know y'all got a thing going on. I can have him stay there. I prefer him back home, but I understand y'all situation. What you think? Do you think that this is something I can keep him here in Atlanta for you, boo? I know y'all got a thing going on, and I know he like you and you like him. Okay? I know it's a special thing y'all have going on. And she's like, but what do you think? Should I keep him here or should I bring him back home? What do you think? And she is really shocked because Scar basically is asking what you think I should do. He's really asking her opinion because she knows that Saint's her man. That's right. We all know Saint's her man. Okay? She love him. You don't love him? What's wrong with you? Okay? So she says, in shock that he is soliciting her opinion, she said, I need time. I don't know what to think. It's a lot has just went down. Pablo's dead. Mac is dead for real this time. Tyson's dead. You know what I'm saying? A lot has been going on. So I really don't know what to think about this. And she says something after that. The author had her in her thought process. She said something, but we're gonna circle right back to that in a little bit. Okay, so we end that scene with her saying, I don't know what you do. I'll let you know though. Give me some time to think about it. because she doesn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? What does this mean? Being that she's not going to be in the game no more. Okay. So she says at the end of it. And so she says. Okay. So we end that scene there. The next scene, we have her going into this brunch spot where she has arranged a special meeting with that low down heifer Charisse. Okay. Now I'm going to tell y'all right now, I am biased. Okay. Not because I've had a friend that stole my man or none of that nonsense. Now I have had a chick kind of steal a man from up under me. But, you know, I'm thrilled in that aspect. It's like, if you stole him, he wasn't mine in the first place. You can have him, boo-boo. I'll tell you that story later. Maybe on a single saved and satisfied episode. So, ooh, that is a good one. Anyway, so she has this meeting. She set up a meeting with Charisse. And so she goes into the brunch spot. She heads over to the table. After the hostess asks him, you know, you down in the low? No, my person's over there. She gives her the fake smile. You know, who cares about her? Doesn't matter. So she goes over to lying ass Charisse. And so she goes there and she's like, she goes up to the table and she's like, hi. And Charisse nervously says, because I got this dog-eared, she nervously says to her, little bitch, excuse my language, but not, oh, I ordered our favorite, you know, a picture of mimosa. And so she slid the picture over to her like, I ordered our favorite. She all nervous, you know, because as I say, I don't care what anybody says, fight me. The trill one is Tori. Charisse already got her butt whooped. Okay. It's gone. Okay. And at this point, she don't know. I don't even know if she knows that Toy got bodies. Because she wanted to body Charisse. She could have. But she's better than that. So she goes in, Charisse offer her a drink. Toy declines. And she sat down. I'm not planning on being here that long. Okay. Charisse humbly said, oh, okay. Okay, that's right. That whole mimosa. Drink it all, girl. Drink it all. Okay? Because you're going to need it. Okay? So, Toy basically got to the point, gave her an envelope with, where she is informing Charisse that she has arranged for her to get wired $136,000. This would be $1,000 a month every month until Prince's 18th birthday. So basically she cashed her out. Don't ask for no more money. That's all you getting is $1,000 a month. Child. Side note, don't I wish I had to, I got $1,000 a month. Life would have been 100% better, I think, if I had $100,000. But then I wouldn't have had work that hard. But either way, if I had $1,000 a month with my son until he was 18, what I would have done. Child. Well, I guess if nothing, because I didn't do anything. I didn't take it. Okay, moving on. That's plenty to give him a decent life. Okay. A decent life. Having the basis with her subsidizing with her income. So you need to get out there and get a job. You lying ass, cheating ass, no good, bitch. I said it, bish. I didn't say, I'm gonna have to bleep myself out. Lie, y'all just getting this 100% pure love. Around and around. I said cure. I did say that. Let me calm down. So she also arranged that her vehicle is paid off. So she has to pay for a vehicle and $136,000. Now she fucked that over. That's on her. Toy said, that's it. The conditions on taking this and on accepting this money is stay out of my life. There's no more contact between me and you. Our friendship cannot be reconciled. You know. Oh, let me rewind a little bit, because prior to her giving her the envelope, I think Therese mistaken a down moment where she sits down at the table and, basically, whatever. I guess it was a moment where she thought maybe she could, apologize. And Therese reached out to hold her hand or put her hand on top of hers and apologize for all that she did. And Toy snatched her hand back. Oh, bitch, you ain't sorry. You weren't sorry for what you did. It was planned. You knew what you were doing. You didn't just have sex with him one time, but you continued having sex with my husband. You kept the secret that my godson was actually my stepson. You did it. It was planned. It was intentional. Don't tell me you sorry and it was a mistake. You knew what you were doing. Okay, so that's why the conditions is, don't try to contact me. There's no more, don't ask me for no more money. We ain't friends. You see me on the street, cross the street. Okay. So, greedy ass Therese accepted the agreement, because literally in the book, the author says that she deemed the money more important than never having contact with this person she called a friend at one point, and the stepmother of her son, because the children had a relationship. Okay, she understood. She was like, she wanted to kind of say, but you mean that means your daughters won't know their brother anymore? You don't want me to contact you cutting me and Prince off? I don't think it's fair that you cut off Prince. But in Toy's defense, this bitch knew what she was doing. Okay? And it sucks. Now I am okay, let me tell you something about your auntie. I'm about as trill as Toy. Okay? That's why I can't have a gun. I'm just saying, you better pray that I go up with the rapture. I've already told people before, if I don't go up in the rapture and I notice that people just disappeared, I'll know that was the rapture and I didn't make it. Oh, you will see a new me. Okay? I completely agree with Toy. It's like, look, Prince is it's a necessary. It's unfortunate but necessary. I don't want nothing to do with you or your child. I don't care about the relationship between me and my daughter. Me and my daughters need to heal. Okay, we've been through such trauma in the last year. I don't need having to see your funky ass face when you drop off the child. I'm not even trying to go through all that with you. You know what I'm saying? So no, I don't want nothing to do with you or that child. Okay? So that is that, and that's the end of that story. She leaves there. She leaves Therese there with her picture of Mimosa. Okay? As she should. So, Um, Before she left, she did, in the explanation of what the conditions were, that she wouldn't have no contact with her no more. Don't reach out to me about nothing. Okay? But she did say maybe later on in life, the prince and the girls can meet up, but not anytime soon. And I took that as she was saying, when they become adults and I don't have to see your funky face, Prince can come through and, you know, maybe they can hang out when they're in high school, college or something like that. Because she doesn't have anything against Prince per se. It's her funky mama. And she don't want to have nothing to do with it. So when you get older and I don't have to go through you, yeah, Prince can come over. He's welcome anytime. That's the way I heard. That's what I heard. Okay. Now Anne's seen and she leaves. Okay. So before going to pick up the girls from school, she makes one more stop, and you know that's to her boo Saint's house. Or his place, because he has a condo, not a house. So she goes over there. He lets her in to the building. He inquired about her day, and as Toy is telling him about her day and how the meeting with Therese went and that she talked to Scar and the whole thing, she's looking around the room and she noticing boxes like, and he's folding clothes, so it's like, you trying to leave me? And he said to her that I'm trying to help you make the decision. I'm trying to help you make a decision. Okay? I'm basically saying, she's not helping him make a decision. He's helping her. He's making the decision for her. Now, we're going to circle back around to when I said that she had a thought when Scar initially was soliciting her opinion on how to play it with Saint, whether he goes back to Texas or stays here in Atlanta. She said, and I quote from the chapter, she says, Toy hesitated when after Scar had asked her opinion. She didn't know what to say. She didn't expect Scar to solicit her input on the situation. She was hoping for a cop-out, a choice to be made for her, so she didn't have to make the decision on her own. So, Saint being intelligent, he said, when she said she got to think, now at this point he knows her enough to know that when she knows what she wants, she says what she wants. She says without any equivocations. So when Scar asked her, should I keep Saint here in Atlanta with you, or should he come back here to Texas with me, which I'd like, what do you want? And she said, I got to think about it. The answer is what she said. She wanted to have a cop-out. If he would have said, okay, so I'm going to bring Saint back, he's going to wrap it up in the next couple of weeks. And of course, Scar did ask her to stay on until he can make the arrangement of who is going to be running Atlanta there on out after her. And so, of course, Saint is going to be there throughout that process. But after that, he's going home. So he's basically saying, I know you. If you wanted me to stay, you would have said, keep him here. Don't send him back to Texas. Unequivocally. But she said she needs to think. The reason why he was so correct is she said that she wanted the decision to be made for her. So now she's faced with the decision being made for her. And now she's like, wait a minute, hold up. I wanted to think about it though. Okay. Now, what's shocking to me is that she doesn't know at this point, even I know If you say something to Scar, especially if he's talking to you and asking you questions about Saint, you think this man ain't gonna go back and tell Saint what your answer is? Scar and Saint be telling each other everything. Okay? Everything. So why? I would almost think that Saint asked Scar to ask her what she wants. But at the same time, Scar he's very intuitive. He's very smart. You know what I'm saying? And he knew that was going to make all the difference. You know what I'm saying? And maybe probably prompts Saint to just come on back to Texas. Because that's really where I want you to be. I want you to be my right-hand man. You know, plus they both lost Blanca. You know what I'm saying? Both of them. They weren't both her lover, but they were both close to her. Okay, so, but he understood, especially being that he lost the love of his life, Blanca, that if she needed him to be around just to love her, you know, he could make that happen. So I'm just surprised that she don't recognize. I would have been like, why you, like she said, she was shocked that he was soliciting her opinion. But then it was like, it might have been a second. Wait a minute. Why are you asking for him? Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do, Scar. Whatever's best for him. If Saint is the best person to be here, then keep him here. If Saint is better to be there in Texas, then leave him, have him come back to Texas. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. Do your business decisions. Stop getting into relationship stuff, Scar. Okay? So, is kind of upset now that she's faced with the actual reality of what she wanted earlier that day as a decision being made for her. So Saint explained, she's like, but I'm not, I think she really wanted to think about it, but she also wanted, if you're going to give her the option to give an opinion of what she wants, I think she really wanted to give that thought and say, probably wanted to say in confidence to Scar, nah, go ahead and leave him home. Me and my girls need to heal. But Saint goes on to explain to her that she and her girls need time to heal. Okay? And I get it. And he's right. And basically, if they're meant to be together, they will cross paths again. You know what I'm saying? If we're meant to be together, but there has been a lot that's happened to those girls and a lot that has happened with Toy. Okay, you have an opportunity to live your life. Okay, go and heal. You and your daughters go and heal. So she's like, basically, she doesn't really fight him too much on this because she did want the cop out. So she's like, she agreed with him. And I'm going to read the last quote of what she said, called up Loving a Trill One 3. She says, despite the drama and headache she endured, the chance at something real was worth getting caught up in, and she couldn't be mad at that. No, she couldn't be mad at all. So basically, she got caught up. She first was mad because of the situation of what Tyson had got her in the middle of, but then she got into it and she realized she liked being a boss. Okay? She liked being a boss. Okay? She was good at it. Okay? She liked being trilled. Okay? I feel like she handled things with grace and honor, but she wasn't to be effed with at all. I know I didn't already cussed on here, but I ain't gonna overdo it now. Okay. So that was the end of chapter of Caught Up Loving a Thrill. Let me speak. So that was the end of Caught Up Loving a Trill 1-3. Now, as you all know, Caught Up Loving a Trill 1-3 was supposed to be the last book. That's why there's a wrapped it up with a bow with the end. But there's a 4. The author decided to make another book, a 4th book, and I'm wondering how she's going to untie that bow of the end and Caught Up Loving a Trill 1-3 and come back to it. Will Toy decide she wants to be in the business and to keep Saint there? Is Therese going to go back on her acceptance of the agreement because she wants more money? I mean, yeah, we don't know. We don't hear any more about the mom and the daughter. And the sister, Cynthia and Tarika. Is Scar going to approach them about running the business? I don't think that would be smart. Will she take the girls and move to Texas with her man? Will she say, keep Saint here? I love you. Don't leave me. Don't leave me, boy. Don't leave me, boy. Okay? It's Pablo's people. Hey, Pablo's people. Hey, Pablo's people. Okay, now I get that from Funky Donnie because he's good for calling people's people out. According to AKARA people. According to AKARA people. Stop stealing my line. Right? No, I like to give my citations of who I'm inspired by. But yeah, will Pablo's people pop up and say, okay, you done messed up the whole game here in Alabama. We ain't got ish. Who's gonna take over Atlanta? Will she decide? Will he come back and say, look, girl, in the wrapping it up, realize that we still need you. She's still caught up in the game. Is Vic gonna try? Is Saint going to survive the 4th book? Is the author going to kill him off? Oh, that'd be the turmoil, the trauma. Okay, I leave the country if my boo thing. Now, my husband cheated on me. He's dead. He deserved everything he got. You know what I'm saying? But my new boo also gone. The only reason she'd be living is for her girls. Is the author gonna do so her being out of the game for some years, the girls are older, they're in high school. She gonna do a futuristic years later? Girls was in high school. She sees Saint out. So how you doing, stranger? Is she going to approach Saint and like, hey? No. Is Scar going to be taken out? And Saint is the one who's running the business from now on. So he pulls in Toy back into the game because he knew how good she was. It's so much she can do with untying that the end bow and going further. Heck, she probably could do another trilogy of books based off of this futuristic or before it all. She could do a backstory like Star Wars did, and go back to when she met Tyson in the beginning, kind of like the way they're doing with Power. You know, the Book of Power, whatever, and they go back to seeing how Ghost got into the game. You know what I'm saying? I mean, whatever. But that's all I have for you. That is the finale. You all have a wonderful evening. Season 5 begins on June 4th. It will not be going live. I will not be going live at all. To be announced if I'm going to put the live behind a paywall. Okay. So, that is it. I will talk to you all later. Meet me back here on Instagram live for the morning chat on Monday. And, keep a lookout for me. I might do an impromptu live. Hello. Anyway, y'all have a good one. Bye.